I am not rolling like Jackie Aina. It's not like I have 20 palettes here, but it's enough to make my point that I don't need any more. This is Steve with Pretty and Things. Today I'm going to show you my eyeshadow collection, and I'm also going to tell you why I am done with buying new palettes and why you should be too. This is Steve with Pretty and Things. Welcome back to my channel, and if you are new to my channel, welcome. Well guys, I am back with a new video, and in this video I am going to share with you my eyeshadow palette collection, and I'm also going to tell you why I will not be buying any more palettes anytime soon and why you probably shouldn't either. But before we get into all of that, please subscribe to this channel, you guys. Subscribe to this channel as well as my second channel, the Come Up Straight Up. And please, you guys, do not forget to turn on those notifications for both channels so you are aware whenever I upload a great new video just like this one. Okay, you guys, let's get right into it. So what prompted me to do this video? Well, I was cleaning out my closet, getting rid of old makeup and makeup I did not really use. And I started sort of counting my palettes and looking at them and asking myself, do I even use these? And I realized that there are 1, 2, 3, 4 palettes that I have never even used. I am not rolling like Jackie Aina. It's not like I have 20 palettes here, but it's enough to make my point that I don't need any more. So let's get started with my eyeshadow collection, and I'm gonna remind you of some oldies but goodies that you've probably forgotten about. First, let's begin with my favorite company for eyeshadows. My go-to. My favorite eyeshadows come from Juvia's place, and I have the the Warrior palette, as well as the Masquerade palette. This is probably my favorite. Okay, this is my favorite. But a couple weeks ago, I decided to get yet another palette from Ulta, and this is the Violets palette. Can you see that? Yeah. And I have yet to use this palette, but I gotta show you these colors. Beautiful, beautiful violets. So another palette that I have yet to use, but I will be using. So let's go back in time a little bit and check out some great palettes that you have probably forgotten about. Let's begin with this one, the It's My Ray Ray palette. Remember this? This palette came with, and you can see I've used this. It came with highlighters and a contour, and when this first came out, this was the bomb, and it is still the bomb. In fact, this palette is what I used to create this look. And many of you, like me, have this palette, but you probably have not used it or you have not reached for it recently. So this is, the It's My Ray Ray palette, still good, still going strong. Another oldie but goodie is the BH Cosmetics Shan XO, the Remix palette. Okay, this is a bomb palette, you guys, because it has like this cranberries, this peach, and I just like the colors, very, very pretty. But as you can see, this has not been used much. I've used it probably, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 times, if that. Beautiful colors, I just haven't been using it. So why am I buying new palettes? Another oldie but goodie, you guys, is the epic BH Cosmetics Carly Bible palette. Now, you guys know this palette is freaking bomb. Okay? And here it is, the beautiful shadows and beautiful highlighters. Beautiful highlights. And what I like about the highlighters in this palette is that they are brown girl friendly. They are friendly for any skin tone, light to dark. So this is their classic Carly Bible palette. It is still beautiful. It is still going strong. I have, rarely even used it. So why am I buying new palettes? So another oldie but goodie is the My Little Pony palette. Remember this one, you guys? This is such a cute little palette. And this is from ColourPop, I believe. And I've used this a few times, but as you can see, it is practically new. Beautiful, beautiful shades. I love the color story. And you guys, this is a lovely, beautiful palette. But how often do I reach for it? Hardly ever. Maybe, I don't know, in the last year, maybe I've used it once, if that. Next, I have a dupe from Copycat Cosmetics, and this is actually a palette that is the dupe of the chocolate palette, apparently. Now, I do not have the chocolate palette at all, so, I'll have to take their word for it. But this is the color story, you guys, and this is freaking bomb. These colors are so pigmented. I mean, you wouldn't really expect that from a palette like this, but this is a pretty decent palette. It's pigmented. That's why I decided to keep it. But the main reason, you guys, actually two main reasons why I enjoy this palette and decided to keep it is, well, first and foremost, is this gold. There's not one palette who has a gold that has a gold like this. This is a beautiful, super pigmented gold. I should have used a different finger. It is beautiful, you guys. That gold, this pink, it's beautiful. And this sort of, this purple down here, it's like a, and it's like a, ooh, that's pretty. Guys, look at the pigment on that. So pigmented. So yeah, you guys, I decided to keep this palette. But again, as you can see, I've used it sparingly, only a couple times. Next are a couple of palettes I got from Amazon. The first one is the Mermaids palette. Now, I did a tutorial on this one. This is so pretty. This is a beautiful, inexpensive palette, and I absolutely just love the color story. These shadows are very, very pigmented. I was very impressed with them, particularly for the price. Again, check out the tutorial I did with this palette, and I will also I will provide the Amazon link below. Next is another Amazon palette. This is a palette from AFU, Deep Sensuous Eyeshadow Palette. And this is a palette that I've had probably for a year, but I have never used. Look at these colors. They are so beautiful, you guys. So beautiful. I've never used them before. So let's check to even see how pigmented they are. Woo! That is so pigmented, you guys. That is nice. I am going to do a get ready with me featuring this palette, you guys. These colors are beautiful. It is very pigmented, and it is also very budget friendly. Okay, you guys, only 2 palettes left. And these 2 palettes are a large part of the reason why I am taking a siesta from buying new palettes. And these 2 are the Jeffree Star Mini Jawbreaker palette. This is from what, 2018, I think it was? This was released. You know, Jeffree Star, you say what you want about him, but his shadows are bomb, always pigmented and always beautiful. And I love the color story here. But this is a palette I have never used, not once. Brand new. In addition to the Mini Jawbreaker palette, I got the Large Jawbreaker palette. Again, I have never used this palette. Combined, I think they were like maybe, because I got it when it first came out, I think with shipping, this is probably 80 bucks, if not more. And once again, I have never used this palette. Let me look at the colors again. OMG. You know, I'm sorry, y'all. Jeffree Star throws down on his palettes. But then I ask myself, are these colors that I have in various other palettes? And the answer is, yeah, probably. Perhaps not all of them. And, certainly, Jeffree Star's quality is sublime, but I'm sure I have many of the shades within these other palettes. So you guys, yeah, that's my quick eyeshadow collection video, as well as, a rundown on the reasons I will not be buying palettes for a minute. Jeffree Star came out with the cremation palette, which is, it has the shades of gray. It looks very cool, but I will not be buying it or any other palette that comes out probably this year. I hope this video motivates you to look at your makeup collection and your eyeshadow collection and ask yourself, do you really need more? Are you wasting money with palettes you don't even use or you use minimally? I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please thumbs it up, you guys. Please thumbs it up, and do not forget to follow me on Instagram and Twitter. So until next time, mwah.